What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracker Season 4. It's the day after Halloween. I survived. Got a couple packages in, which is cool. And some interesting news, I guess. But I'll show you the packages. I had ordered these things because I wanted to make an 80s room kind of thing. And also I figured if I ever have a game room, I could switch them up. But I showed the Piranha Plant last episode. Video, whatever. I got a Goomba. Little mushroom dude. Fun to stomp on. I just figured he'd make a perfect addition. I'm not going to take him out of his bag because I'm going to be moving soon anyway, so I figured I'll leave it in there. Also, again, because trying to make an 80s room, and we saw this in the Big Bang Theory, and my fiance and I loved it. We thought it'd be perfect. It's a Rubik's Cube tissue holder. Basically, you put the tissue box in there. It's all fabric. I thought it was plastic, but it's actually fabric. And then you pull the tissues out of there. So I got that in today. My fiance will finally be happy. It's 2 weeks late, but what the hell. Now, the very cool thing, I thought it's definitely a lot cooler than I thought it was, than it originally looked. But I had mentioned this. I got the Loki mask. Well, the mask, which is supposed to be Loki. It's made out of resin. It's got the L for Loki up there. Pretty solid. It's actually pretty cool. It's got a strap there. You can put it on if you want. And, we can actually scare people. No, unfortunately, it doesn't turn me into anything. I tried. But this is actually pretty cool. I have to give it a lot of credit. It was pretty cheap, and it's pretty solid, and it would look really cool if I made my movie room kind of thing, too. That's what I was going for. Or a good thing for my cave. It's very impressive. Very impressive. Very cool. Plus, I have my Jim Carrey autograph now with the mask, and this will go right next to it perfectly. And it came in a pretty good box, so I'm going to put it away. Don't want to break it or have Gizmo turn into something if he gets hold of it. But on to some interesting news. Well, not interesting, kind of depressing, I guess. Didn't get the house, of course. That's what we figured. We got screwed again. Shock. That was pretty much our last one. There aren't any more in our price range. Got fucked over pretty good. Yeah, give you the lowdown because I'm still pretty pissed off, and my fiance is beyond pissed off. Like her level of anger is like beyond Hulk rage. Um, we went to see this house. I had talked about it. It had a cool basement where it's got the plenty of rooms we want. And the real estate guy was telling us, he's like, oh yeah, no one's been in here in a year. Nobody's wanted it. Do you guys want it? And we said, yeah, well, we're gonna take it because we had $85,000 to work with. The thing was 85.9. We figured we'd, try to strike a good deal. We threw in a bid because, like I said, there's a lot of things wrong with it. So we threw in for 73,000. My fiance's like, let's really go low and see what happens. But we didn't want to insult anybody. But even the real estate guy was saying, yeah, you never know, give it a shot. Turns around that we got screwed because the mortgage guy claims he didn't know what was going on. He was confused with the numbers that my fiance gave him, and we didn't get 85,000. We got 45,000. So it's all a bunch of complete BS. So then the real estate guy said, you know what, I'll withdraw your bid. And when I explained this when he did, their real estate people wanted to know why we were withdrawing the bid. And they told us to put in the bid anyway and see what happens. So we figured they must be pretty desperate because it's been sitting there for a year and nobody's even looked at it. No one's cared. So we put in the bid, and then yesterday we find out that now all of a sudden, which I find a little shady, all of a sudden there's multiple bids and there's tons of people that want it. And the real estate guy we had, he goes, what's the maximum you can throw in there that you could put your own money in? He's like, because they're asking for one final bid from all the people that are bidding on it, and whoever has the highest bid is going to win it. So we said the highest we'd be able to go with our own money, and the money that we were given would be like 55 grand. Because we were getting 45,000, which really roughs out to 42 because they take away a percentage. And with the money we had saved, that would pretty much wipe us out completely, but at least we'd have the house. So my fiance told him 55,000 is as high as we can go. We can't go any higher. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And we'll let you know. He's like, you never know, blah blah blah. And we're just like, you know what, this is just ridiculous. That it's just amazing that nobody wanted this house for over a year, And then when we finally want to get it and we finally say, hey, we'll take it, there's always something. There's always some kind of a problem. So, my family's like, oh, there's a reason you're not getting in. It's getting beyond frustrating and annoying. That was way over this way. We're over here in a new realm where we're just flat out ready to rip somebody in half. We're just so pissed off. But we don't know because supposedly the real estate guy was supposed to call us back at 3:15. It's now 3:30. He didn't call us, so chances are we didn't get the house. Because I mean you can't. They claim that this website we're on, it wasn't supposed to be for investors. Like investors when try to go in there, and they find out you're an investor, they don't deal with you. They only deal with people who are actually looking to live there. So we're kind of hoping that we were the only ones that, even on the multiple bids, we're the only ones who want to live there rather than develop it or something. But who knows? I mean, I'm not really. I guess you can't really give up until it's finally over. But my fiance and I are just flat out done because there really is nothing in that price range at all. And this one was like a real long shot with that price range. And so my fiance started looking for apartments. I guess we're never going to get a house. So we've come to terms with the fact we're going to be renting the rest of our lives. And I just think it's complete bullshit down here that you have to have, like, first they tell us you have to make full-time money. So my fiance goes and gets 2 part-time jobs. That is more than full-time money. And then they say, oh, you can't have 2 part-time jobs. We can only use 1 or 1 full-time. So she's like, this is total bullshit. She was pissed. She's like, I wouldn't have wasted my time getting 2 part-time jobs. Because she tried to get a full-time job, but nothing's hiring down here. As much as everyone's like, oh, yeah, everything's hiring in North Carolina. No, they're not. It's just as bad here as it is everywhere else. There's no surprise with that. But even me, I can't find a job anywhere. Absolutely nothing. Nobody is hiring. And I've been out long enough, so it's kind of... It sucks. But, and she's pissed because she's been trying to find a full-time job. And every job she goes after it's full-time, oh, we just hired the person before you just missed it, or, just a bunch of bullshit. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. So it kind of sucks that like I said, I ordered all these things, that were going to be for an 80s room or a movies room or, a new cave. But now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. The only plus side we're looking at is that this new complex we're looking at, it's, we're trying to get one with 2 bedrooms. So, because my fiance's like, you have too much stuff, and the little storage area we have outside is just like overflowing with my stuff, and I have like things all over the place in the living room and the dining room. So she's like, the best thing I can say is that we'll get a 2-bedroom, apartment. You could throw all your stuff in the 1 bedroom. She goes, you can turn it into whatever you want, which doesn't mean much because you really can't do a lot of things in these apartments. You can't you're not supposed to hang anything. You can't, if you want to paint, you have to repaint it back to the way it was, which is kind of stupid. Well, I mean, I get their point, but why would I want to paint it then if I have to turn it back anyway? You're not allowed to hang things. If you do hang things, they charge you like $3 a hole, or it's just a pain in the ass. So $10 a hole, I think it was, or something. I don't know how it goes, and just depressing, I guess. Just very depressing. But I figured, what? If I got 2 bedrooms, I could throw all my stuff in 1 room. The rest of the stuff can go in the storage area if they have one. I was trying to convince my fiance to try to rent one of their garages, just for the hell of it, more storage, I guess, because we're obviously going to be this place for God knows how long. We're looking at a 2-year probably now because we figured the prices are going up on rentals and everything now. So they had an option, you can get 2 years if you wanted, which locks in their price. So we're actually, Monday, we're going to try to go take a look at this place and see if it's not that bad. If it's not, then we're going to do a 2-year thing. And I guess that's that. It just definitely sucks. I mean, I seriously doubt the real estate guy's going to call and say, hey, guess what, you got the house. So we're pretty much just, pissed off, I guess, but what can you do? The only other thing we'd be happy about is the fact that if we get this apartment we're looking at, it allows pets, so Gizmo can obviously go. That's a big thing we had to look for. And we also figured we're going to get our dog then. The hell with it. We have our savings, and my fiance, the savings we have would definitely cover 2 years. We wouldn't have to worry about it. Do we have enough money to do this? We'd have enough money. We'd have enough money to buy food and pay the electric and cable and stuff like that. So yeah. So she's like, yeah, I guess you look at it that way. I guess we'll get our dog finally. So we're looking at the dogs now. because we got to be out of here by December 31st, which is a nice little slap in the face. New Year's Eve, you know, Christmas is over, you're gone. Get out of here, get out of here. So, and the thing that sucks is we have to move fast because apartments, they go real quick, and plus they need like months' notice. So if we find this apartment on Monday, we say, hey, and it's not bad, we have to actually tell them, yeah, we'll take it. And then they'll say, all right, you can move in December, you know, or January, or whatever it is, and hopefully there won't be a gap where we're living out of the car. Excuse me, hairball. We'll see what happens. See what happens. But anyway, thanks again for watching this and letting me ramble. Makes you feel a little better when I just kind of go, life sucks. Enjoy. But yeah, anyway, it's not the size you make it that matters. It's what you have in it. And I have a lot of stuff in it, but there's no cave for it. I have the stuff, but no cave, I guess. Weird. But anyway, I do have lots of more shipments coming. Like I said, I went a little crazy and ordered so much stuff because I was so... Like, I had, like, this just... I'm like, we're getting this house, we're getting this house. Yes, yes, yes. Nobody wants it, nobody wants it. We'll get it, yeah, yeah. And then... Bitch hand. Bitch slap of life. You want a house? Can't have one. You came all this way? For nothing. That's what pisses me off too, is that I've been busting my ass trying to find these things, and every single one I found, it was always, oh, you're getting 65,000, you're getting 85,000, you're getting 150,000. Oh no, you're getting 40,000. Now you get 10,000. It doesn't matter anymore because you suck balls and we don't like you apparently. So we're gonna bitch slap you because that's what life does. They dangle the carrot and they go yoink. So my fiance and I have realized that we are also the cosmic joke, that the gods are laughing at us, and that's for their entertainment. But like I said, we'll get an apartment. Hopefully next one will be better than this one. At least if it's got 2 rooms. You know, I got some stuff, like space, I guess, you know, storage for the next 2 years. And we'll see how it goes. You know, hopefully maybe I'll be in a better mood. I mean, I'm not really pissed off. Well, I'm pissed off, but, you know, I don't know. I'm at a weird level. Anyway, thanks for letting me ramble, and thanks everybody for watching, and see you next time, hopefully with better news. Later.